Hi everyone and welcome to this video. I'm Yogender, and in this video I'll speak on a topic which is quite relevant for the CPG folks, and that is around trade promotion optimization, or TPO as we call it. Now I'll be covering what is TPO, what are the current challenges being faced by CPG firms around TPO, as well as how can AI-powered analytics tools help overcome these challenges. Now, Nielsen predicts that almost 40% of the current TP or trade promotion campaigns being run by CPG firms are not getting them the required ROI. And that is not very surprising because it's still a big black box for them. And they don't seem to get the details and insights on what went right and what went wrong. Now, by definition, trade promotions are nothing but the promotions which are run by the CPG firms for the retailers, and these could be things such as buy one get one free or buy two get one free, or even let's say 40% off if they buy 1,000 sachets of shampoos, for example. Now, trade promotion optimization is the process of building these trade promotion activities, and this is based on their business goals, their category goals, as well as the supply and demand side constraints. Now, the whole idea is that how can companies or CPG firms maximize each dollar spent or the ROI on each dollar spent? Now, because these companies are using a lot of these traditional analytics platforms, they are facing a lot of challenges in terms of data integration, as well as getting recommendation as well. But the first challenge these companies face is that around data, because they usually source data from, let's say, Nielsen or IRI. And this data sometimes is not integrated with their own internal data sources, such as primary or secondary. And that just does not give them the right insights on the data. The next challenge is how do these companies consume the data? So right now, many of them are building, let's say, simple dashboards on Excel, or let's say on, or even on PPT, and they can't, let's say, build advanced visualizations. They can't run scenarios, and that just limits their ability to run, let's say, to make decisions on this data. The next one is they still have high dependence on the IT teams to, let's say, to get this data to build dashboards. And this leads to a high turnaround time for getting the insights. The next challenge, and the most critical one, is that these platforms do not let these companies to build any what if scenarios, which means that these companies would love to do forecasting, prediction on the data, which these platforms don't let them. And right now, many of these trade promotion activities are happening based on gut feeling and not really based on data. So the gut feeling, let's say, of the salespeople on the ground, or let's say even other business people, and hence a lot of scientific analysis is missing from these trade promotion activities. Now that is where the AI-powered platforms come in the picture, and they help to solve these challenges through, let's say, data integration, machine learning powered recommendation, and other areas. Now, companies which use these AI-based platforms, they are now able to, let's say, integrate their data, which is internal data, which is, let's suppose, primary, secondary, or POS data with Nielsen or IRI data, and that just gives them a very holistic view on the insights in the market. The next is that all these platforms have a huge self-service capability, which means that now the category managers do not have to depend on any IT teams. They can build dashboards themselves, and they can also analyze the data themselves and not depend on any other teams. The next is that these platforms enable the users to build what if scenarios. They can do a lot of simulations. They can run predictions and forecasting. And also these platforms can do recommendation of the most optimal trade promotion activity for, let's say, a set of categories. And not just this, these platforms also do what we call as post-event analysis, which means that they tell you what went right, what went wrong, and what could have been done better in the trade promotion activities. Hence, we can see that these AI-powered analytics tools have a lot of advantages over the traditional analytics tools in the market. And these let you to, let's say, build scenarios, give you the most optimal way to get your ROI, and also build models and forecasting. Now, I would love to hear from you. What are your thoughts and comments? And if in case you have used any such platforms, how has been your experience? I really hope you found this video useful, and thank you so much for watching.